So in UK, a lot of guests and their behaviors are now changing, right? And when I say this video is all about for you to know what direct bookings are and why guests or customers in the UK are now more preferring to go directly to short-term rental brands over going into OTA, depending on the clientele that you want to work with, right? So we'll also talk about touch base on online travel agent, the types of guests you're going to get from there, and why direct booking is a lot more different to people who want to book you a week, 2 weeks, or even longer. So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Piers. Welcome to another Grow Your BnB video. So firstly, what is direct booking? So a direct booking is basically a booking that is made. It doesn't matter 1, 2, 3 nights, longer, 7, 10, 100, whatever night stay they are. These customers and guests are coming directly to your website or your phone or an inbox or an email inquiry. Effectively, it's not through any third-party companies. It is definitely not through your online travel agents such as Airbnb and Booking.com. And in this video later on, I'll explain you why guests, especially longer term guests, prefer to book you directly. Now, I might as well share you a bit of story behind this. So I've recently done a handover with one of our biggest clients I've worked with. I'm definitely fortunate to say this, that we've just made them over £100,000 on direct bookings. When they onboarded me, they were doing anywhere between £20,000 to £25,000 on direct bookings. And as a result of all the implementation we did on Grow Your BnB, towards their branding, for them to be seen differently online, yes, they have increased their direct booking with over £100,000. Now, not a lot of people in the UK or in the world can say this, that they've made their client over £100,000 in a month as a direct result of this work. So guys, whatever I'm going to share you today is facts that we've actually implemented for, doesn't matter, client with one property or client with over 150 properties. So if there's any questions right now, please make sure you comment down below while I run through what direct bookings are and what exactly your guests are looking for. Now, before we touch base on direct bookings, it's such a major big topic right now in the UK market. Not only in the UK market, but also abroad. But for hosts, the only reason why you're going to get direct booking is when you invest on building your brand. Right now, today's video, I'm going to explain to you in a minute why numbers of hosts prefer direct booking and how that's going to help you grow your business. So number one, direct booking helps with guest relationship. Now, the reason why I say that is when you get booking from Airbnb, you're normally getting a booking first from Airbnb. Clients are going into your Airbnb listing and they're booking it from there or Booking.com. Whereas on a direct booking, either it's going to be an email into your inbox or that person's going to phone you, so that you build that guest experience from day one and you're only talking about your business, your property, rather than you saying, oh, you booked us from Airbnb. So from a guest experience, it's a lot better. Now, direct booking, secondly, saves you the revenue share. Now, as much as, don't get me wrong, the online travel agent, if you're first starting, that's where you're going to go straight away because that's what you've been told or that's where the market goes. However, there's bigger brands out there, especially in London, New York. These brands are not relying on OTA at all. Some of those brands don't even actually market themselves on OTA. And what they've done is they do not want to do revenue shares, which is give those, obviously there's OTA commissions. And effectively you save or you actually make on those commissions. So for example, Airbnb is charging 18% including VAT on a £3,000 worth of booking. If you somehow manage to get that directly, yes, you can save that 18% on £3,000. But not only that, you can either give client a pretty much discount because they've come directly to you, or secondly, you can increase your revenue by just not giving extreme too much discount. So instead of 18% going to Airbnb, you could give them even 10% off because they've come directly, and you've actually made yourself another 8% on revenue. And that's another reason why hosts prefer direct bookings. So number three is happy guests with loyalty programs. So if somebody comes to you directly, and a perfect example I'll tell you about a client I've recently worked with was they got a 6 months direct booking directly from a platform that I've shown them. And do you know what? It was such a personalized experience because if a guest wants to book you 6 months through OTA, firstly, they'll end up with like a date from, let's say, we are right now in 16th of November till, early December, Jan, February. So probably about March, April next year. The chances are it's going to be £3,000 times by 6 months plus the Airbnb fee, which is like, it's going to scare them. That's not how they're going to pay you. When you personalize it, you can either personalize the payment system, because you can agree a payment plan every single month, which not only you've secured a long-term booking, secondly, you've worked with the client, because in that way they've got a payment opportunity and they're going to stay with you longer. Not only that, my clients sometimes also offer weekly cleaning, because they've actually put the price in together. Now, one of the things I talk about in GrowYourBnb is about profit pricing. I'll do a separate video regarding it. There's no longer nightly rates. Nightly rates are for short-term guests. If you're looking to get 1 or 2 nights booking, you're in Liverpool or Manchester, you're attracting those weekend clients, great. But if you're actually wanting to get a longer term clients who are going to stay for a month, they're not interested in what your nightly rates is. They're interested on your profit pricing, or the pricing that you're going to give them at the end of the month. So yeah, very interesting fact that you can personalize this service. And lastly, it is very easily manageable, right? When you're getting those direct booking, you understand your guest booking behaviors. One of the biggest thing I talk about again in GrowYourBnb is your guest and their booking behaviors. And when they do book you directly, what we've found again historically in the last 5 years is somebody coming from OTA have a lot more high expectation than somebody who comes and book with you directly. And as a result of that, I think that's where you're going to find managing the guests a lot easier, because a part of business is getting booking, but the second thing is you've got to give client a good experience. Now, when they've got high expectation, you'll end up, you need to make sure you meet that expectation. When you've got clients coming to you directly with not as much expectation, you've managed to over deliver. As a result, they've got better experience, you're going to end up with great reviews, and hopefully they can even become a repeat guest. Now, 2 things I want to talk about from a guest perspective and why they prefer to book you directly. So number 1, they know that if they come to you directly, they're going to get a lot more better rate and special discounts, right? Now, give you an example, Airbnb. If somebody wants to book you for relocation, especially in the UK right now, a lot of Hong Kong clients are relocating. What's going to happen is these people who come from Airbnb, for example, they end up paying service fee, right, to Airbnb. So on a £3,000 transaction, they're paying about £500 worth of service fee to Airbnb itself. Whereas they know that if they find you directly, they don't have to pay that service fee. So from that experience as well, they know they're going to end up with a better deal, don't have to pay the service fee, and actually the rate's a lot better. And secondly, for guests, again, it's the same as the host. You are now, for guests, if they're going to, we've had loads of incidents before where somebody's relocating, purchasing a house in Liverpool, their completion date got extended by 2-3 weeks. The chances are these people will actually extend with you again, and they know by working with you directly, they know that they've got much more better experience in terms of extension, and also again going back into the best price. Now finally, this is why direct booking is actually preferred by both the host and your guest, right? But in the UK right now, as much as we talk about direct bookings, as much we talk about guests and their behaviors, I would heavily request you to go back and think about your branding. Now, one of the things we do in GrowYourBnb is branding is not about creating a logo, it's not about creating a website, it's about understanding your guest and why do they want to book you and your property. Because look, if you're investing in London, there's over thousands of properties in Airbnb right now. How are you going to be so different to be able to get booked for those longer term bookings? So guys, if you want to know more about GrowYourBnb, we've got a link down below, a call directly with myself. I'll explain to you exactly what we do and would love to hear from you. So look, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it kind of gave you an insight around direct bookings, especially direct bookings in the UK. If you're new to this channel, my name is Piers from GrowYourBnb.com, and please make sure you hit the like, subscribe and share button. And yes, we've got some incredible videos planned for the next few weeks